Hello, garden lovers. Welcome back to Garden Decor Designs, your ultimate destination for innovative and inspiring home garden decor ideas. Today, we embark on a journey to explore the profound beauty and tranquility of Japanese Zen garden design. Inspiration. Before watching this video, kindly please support this channel by clicking subscribe, leaving a comment or hit the like button, and sharing it with your friends and family. Japanese Zen garden. These meticulously crafted spaces transcend mere aesthetics, offering a sanctuary for contemplation and a connection with the essence of nature. If you seek to introduce a touch of serene elegance to your surroundings, understanding the principles behind Zen gardens is the first step. What exactly does a Japanese Zen garden design signify? At its core, a Zen garden, or Karesansui, or dry landscape garden, is a distinctive style of Japanese garden that creates a miniature stylized landscape through a carefully composed arrangement of rocks, water features often symbolic, moss, pruned, trees and bushes, and meticulously raked gravel or sand. Originating primarily in Zen Buddhist monasteries around the 14th century in Kyoto, these gardens were intentionally designed to imitate the essence of nature, rather than its literal appearance, serving as an aid for meditation and contemplation for monks. The elements within a Zen garden carry symbolic weight. Rocks, often the most prominent feature, can represent mountains, islands, or even abstract concepts like the enduring nature of time. The raked gravel, or sand, symbolizes water, with the patterns evoking the ripples and flow of the sea or a tranquil stream. Circles raked around rocks can represent enlightenment. The stark simplicity and carefully considered placement of each element encourage introspection and a sense of harmony. Ultimately, the meaning of a Japanese Zen garden lies in its ability to foster a state of calm and mindfulness in the observer, inviting personal reflection and a deeper appreciation for the subtle beauty of the natural world. Why might one choose to incorporate a Japanese Zen garden design into their space? The benefits extend far beyond mere visual appeal, offering a wealth of advantages for both the mind and the environment. Firstly, Zen gardens are renowned for their ability to reduce stress and anxiety. The minimalist aesthetic, the carefully arranged elements, and the inherent tranquility of the design create a calming environment that encourages a slower pace and a sense of peace. The act of tending to a Zen garden, such as raking the gravel, can itself be a meditative and therapeutic practice, promoting mindfulness and present moment awareness. Secondly, these gardens can enhance focus and mental clarity. By providing a serene and uncluttered space, Zen gardens allow the mind to settle, reducing distractions and fostering concentration. The abstract nature of the design encourages the imagination to wander in a focused manner, promoting introspection and potentially boosting creativity. Furthermore, even without a literal water feature, Zen gardens can evoke a connection with nature, which has been shown to have numerous psychological and physiological benefits. The use of natural materials like rocks, gravel, and carefully selected plants fosters a sense of being grounded and connected to the earth. Beyond personal well-being, Zen gardens can also offer low-maintenance landscaping options. Once established, the emphasis on hardscaping and drought-tolerant plants can reduce the need for extensive watering and upkeep compared to more traditional gardens. This makes them a sustainable and practical choice for those seeking a beautiful, yet manageable, outdoor space. In essence, choosing a Japanese Zen garden design is an investment in tranquility, mental well-being, and a unique aesthetic that brings a touch of timeless elegance to any setting. How can you decorate your Japanese Zen garden design to achieve a truly beautiful and harmonious aesthetic? The key lies in embracing simplicity, balance, and the thoughtful placement of each element. Begin by designing around a focal point. This could be a striking rock formation, a carefully pruned tree, a stone lantern, or even a simple water basin. The focal point serves as an anchor for the rest of the garden's composition. Utilize gravel expansively to represent water. Opt for a fine, light-colored gravel and create a dedicated area for it, bordering it with carefully chosen rocks. The act of raking patterns into the gravel is integral to the Zen aesthetic and can be a soothing practice. Consider creating patterns that evoke ripples, waves, or even the flow of a river around the rocks. Incorporate rockeries of varying sizes. Rocks symbolize permanence and can act as natural sculptures within the garden. Use larger rocks as dominant features, arranging them in natural-looking groupings, often in odd numbers. You can also integrate smaller stones to add texture and detail. While traditional Zen gardens are often dry landscapes, a simple water feature can enhance the sensory experience. Consider a small bamboo fountain, a stone basin with trickling water, or a serene pond if space allows. The sound of flowing water can be incredibly calming and adds another dimension to the garden. A small bridge, often made of wood or stone, can be an enchanting addition. Bridges symbolize transitions and journeys and can serve as a focal point or a way to connect different areas of the garden visually. Create a stone pathway to encourage mindful wandering through the space. Use stepping stones or a winding path of contrasting darker stones against the lighter gravel. The path should invite exploration and contemplation of the garden's various elements. Incorporate screens made of wood, bamboo, or even a simple wall to create a sense of enclosure and privacy, separating the Zen garden from the outside world and fostering a more intimate and contemplative atmosphere. Finally, select plants with intention. While Zen gardens often feature minimal greenery, carefully chosen moss, ferns, Japanese maples, or pruned shrubs can add subtle color, texture, and a touch of life without overwhelming the overall simplicity. Remember, the beauty of a Zen garden lies in its understated elegance and the harmonious interplay of its elements. Avoid clutter, and strive for a sense of balance and tranquility in your design. What are the quintessential items that contribute to an authentic and impactful Japanese Zen garden design? Certain elements are fundamental to creating the desired atmosphere of serenity and contemplation. First, rocks or ishi. These are arguably the most crucial element, representing mountains, islands, or abstract concepts. Choose rocks of varying sizes, shapes, and textures, and arrange them thoughtfully to create visual interest and a sense of natural harmony. Second, gravel or sand or suna or jari. Used to symbolize water, gravel or sand is meticulously raked into patterns that evoke the movement of water or the vastness of the sea. The act of raking is itself a meditative practice. Third, moss or coke. Often found growing on rocks and in shaded areas, moss adds a touch of verdant softness and a sense of age and tranquility to the garden. Fourth, stone lanterns or toro. Traditionally used to illuminate pathways and temples, stone lanterns add a beautiful architectural element and a sense of history to the Zen garden. Choose simple, understated designs. Fifth, water basins or tsukubai. These stone basins, often with a bamboo dipper, were originally used for ritual cleansing. In a Zen garden, they add a subtle water element and a point of visual interest. Sixth, bridges or hashi. Whether arched or flat, made of wood or stone, bridges symbolize journeys and transitions within the garden space. Seventh, stepping stones or tobi-ishi. These individual stones placed across gravel or moss create a pathway for mindful strolling and encourage a slower pace. Eighth, bamboo fencing or screens or takagaki. Bamboo is a versatile material used for creating enclosure, privacy, and a natural aesthetic within the Zen garden. Ninth, carefully pruned plants or niwaki. While minimal selected plants like Japanese maples, pines, and ferns, often meticulously pruned, add subtle color and texture without disrupting the garden's simplicity. 10th, meditation space. Consider incorporating a dedicated area for sitting and contemplation, such as a simple bench or a flat stone. These elements, when combined thoughtfully and with an emphasis on simplicity and balance, are the building blocks of a truly authentic and serene Japanese Zen garden design. To further ignite your creativity, here are 10 inspiring Japanese Zen garden design ideas that you can use for your next project. 1. The classic dry landscape, or Karesansui. This quintessential Zen garden features carefully arranged rocks emerging from a sea of meticulously raked gravel. The patterns in the gravel evoke the movement of water, while the rocks symbolize mountains or islands. Moss accents add a touch of age and tranquility. This design emphasizes abstract representation and invites deep contemplation. 2. The moss garden, or kokaniwa. Embracing lush carpets of vibrant green moss as the primary ground cover, this style often incorporates stepping stones and subtly placed rocks. The varying textures and shades of green create a serene and verdant atmosphere, evoking a sense of ancient tranquility. 3. The tea house garden, or roji. Designed to lead guests to a tea house for the traditional tea ceremony, these gardens feature stepping stone paths, stone lanterns, and a water basin for ritual cleansing. The emphasis is on natural materials and a sense of quiet simplicity, preparing the mind for the ceremony. 4. The courtyard. Zen garden. Perfect for smaller spaces, this design utilizes a contained area to create a miniature Zen landscape. It might feature a small rock arrangement, a patch of raked gravel, and a carefully chosen potted plant, or a stone lantern, bringing a touch of serenity to an urban setting. 5. The waterfall-inspired garden, or karataki. Without actual water, this design uses strategically placed vertical rocks to represent a cascading waterfall, with raked gravel at the base suggesting a pool or stream. This abstract representation captures the essence of a dynamic natural feature in a still and contemplative space. 6. The island and sea garden, or shima to umi. Larger rocks are arranged to represent islands emerging from a sea of raked gravel. This design often incorporates larger expanses of gravel and emphasizes the contrast between the solid forms of the rocks and the fluid patterns of the water. 7. The linear pathway garden. This design focuses on a defined path, often made of stepping stones or gravel, leading through a minimalist landscape of carefully placed rocks and perhaps some ground cover. The journey along the path encourages mindful movement and observation. 8. The Zen garden with a water feature. Integrating a small pond, a trickling bamboo fountain, or a stone water basin adds a sensory element to the traditional dry landscape. The sound and sight of water enhance the feeling of tranquility and connection with nature. 9. The rock garden with sculptural elements. Incorporating uniquely shaped or textured rocks as focal points, this design emphasizes the artistic quality of natural stone. Minimal gravel, and perhaps some moss or ground cover, complement the sculptural forms. 10. The contemplation garden with a bench. Featuring a comfortable bench or a flat stone in a secluded area, this design prioritizes a dedicated space for quiet, reflection. The surrounding landscape is kept simple, with perhaps a few carefully placed rocks or plants to enhance the sense of peace. The Japanese Zen garden design is more than just an aesthetic choice. It is an invitation to cultivate tranquility, mindfulness, and a deeper connection with the natural world. By understanding its principles, appreciating its benefits, and thoughtfully incorporating its essential elements, you can transform your space into a serene sanctuary that nourishes the mind and soothes the soul. We at Garden Decor Designs hope this exploration has inspired you to create your own peaceful haven. Ready to bring the serene beauty of a Japanese Zen garden to your home? Visit our website at your website address here to explore a curated selection of rocks, gravel, lanterns, and other essential elements to begin your Zen garden journey today. Don't forget to subscribe to Garden Decor Designs for more inspiring ideas and expert advice on creating your dream garden.